Okay, Jay Martinez with Fight Hub TV, sponsored by Stagefront VIP. Angel, first of all, good to see you here in Las Vegas. How are you?
Thank you, bro. Good to see you. I'm happy and excited. Just getting ready for the fight.
A big, intense press conference that we had, the final press conference we have of David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. Obviously, you've been helping David in this training camp. Talk to us about the whole preparation, this because everybody's very surprised, even myself. Seeing David's physique. I don't think I've ever seen him with a six-pack before,
yeah,
so I need to contact you too because I think I need some six-pack.
Call me anytime. I got you shit, buddy.
Yeah. So how was the preparation?
It was a long camp. We did around 12 to 13 weeks, and before I got there to his hometown, he was already working for 4 weeks. He was very consistent because he knew he was gonna fight. He was gonna get the fight with Caleb. So when I got there, I was able to set up a program for him. What he wanted to, I wanted him basically to get more power in his punching because he's already fast. He's punching power. But I wanted to add some weight training. So we did the weight training. We trained like 5 times a week. We did obviously what needs to be done, sprinting, all the medicine ball drills, things that we had to do. And he was able to listen very well. He was very disciplined. He listened to everything I did. He supplements as well. Also, the lady behind me, she did the cooking. So all the stuff works along. I always say when you're a professional athlete, you got to get the best. And if not, you got to find somebody that's a specialist in the area. David was able to accommodate himself with my workouts. My trainings are very hard. They're not easy. But trust me, once you get into it, then you start seeing the results. And obviously with the will of David being there every time, listening to everything, the results are there. That's why when you saw him yesterday, physically wise, he's been eating properly. He's been training very hard, the boxistic area and the physique area, and he's eating well. So, all that is going to provide a physical change in your body, especially when you take things more serious. Not saying that David didn't do it before, but now he was more motivated, and obviously he's never lifted weights. So now he's lifting weights. He feels stronger. He looks better, and he likes it. He likes it. Before coming in here, we took a picture without a shirt. And I guess Rayito leaked it to the media, but he was excited. He was like posting and everything. I said, "Man, we boxing, we're not bodybuilding." He was just, he was excited.
A lot of people were very surprised.
I'm very happy because I like to be frank. I'm very modest, but I revolutionized boxing training, conditioning wise. I showed it with Marcus, with many world champions I made. Everything based on systems of weightlifting properly. And obviously regimen of good supplementation, recovery techniques such as hyperbaric chambers. I mean, it's amazing. It's a million things you got to do. But when you have a guy that follows every detail, the result's going to be there. When you have a guy and hires everybody and he only follows 1 or 2 steps, forget about it. It's not going to be the same. So for that matter, I'm very happy with David and the support that we had through his father. And Tanya right here, she cooks for David and Rayo and Blancas. So I'm excited. Things work good, and now it's up to David now to put it in the ring, which I know he's capable. His mentally IQ is high, and his father is ready. So now it's up to them, but he's ready to go.
I remember watching the All Access or HBO 24/7 Marquez. I remember when en la Ciudad de México que están haciendo the workouts. They're intense, and I want to go back to what you're saying. They're not easy. So go a little bit more in depth with that because the fans just see him walking into the ring, seeing him punching or seeing that, but they don't see the preparation. How hard was it this time around? Because you said, David, this is the first time he actually lifted weights.
Yes.
So can you just give us maybe a brief? I know you can't get too much into it.
We did a lot of, for example, 3 times a week we lifted hard. We did a lot of specific lifts because anybody can get a dumbbell lift. There's bodybuilder kind of type lifting, and there's a specific lifting which you should know what you're doing. For that matter, you have to go to school, being a specialist, because if you overdo it, you can produce a very negative change on the athlete. You make him slow, you make him big, and you don't want that. You want to make sure that your guy gets stronger, change the content of muscle fibers, and be able to maintain his mobility. With David, I had to do the program based on the day that they gave us, which was March 25. So we trained 3 times a week. We did a lot of squatting, a lot of exercises that are specifically for strength and power. And obviously with that, we also did sprinting, we did swimming, we did all the mobility exercises with resistant bands, things that is related all the boxing. So, it was hard. He was remind me of Marcus at one point, because Juan Manuel Marquez was very consistent when it came to training on my systems, but he was always very perfectionist. And David is like that. If David cannot do something, he'll do it until he's done. And that's something I really like. I love the fact that David put a lot of work, and I was able to put my knowledge of many years. I was able to successfully adapt together, because it's not easy. Sometimes you're coming into a camp and a guy who's never lifted don't want to lift, because they got the mentality of the old mentality of these old trainers where they used to tell them, don't even touch weights because you're going to get big and you're going to be slow. Something that is not accurate. When you know what you're doing, weights are so beneficial for the boxer. When you know what you're doing, if you are your tuber graduate, forget about it. You ain't going anywhere. So
now we know David has a lot of power. Obviously, Mike Tyson, great Mike Tyson, calls him the Mexican Monster. Gave him that nickname. He's knocked out the majority of all his opponents. Now you said like you've given him like a training where he can hit harder. Did you feel him before or after, maybe on mitts? I know I saw a video.
Yes.
How did he feel now recently when he was hitting to the body?
That time we started camp, and I felt it. But the other guys that work with him, Javi and then Brito and those guys, they feeling it now. They say, man, this guy's hitting so hard, because see, as we coming in too close to the fight, it comes when you do a planification or blocks, training blocks, you know when you guys gonna peak. As you're getting close to peaking time, you start seeing a lot of speed and explosive power. That's you get the snap. Plus, he has the biomechanics. He knows well. He corrects his hips. He does his legs. So everything connects. So right now, he's ready to go. I know he's more powerful, definitely 100%. And I know that he's more, like I said, the motivation is gonna be there. I think if everything goes right, he puts everything together, things could happen on our favor.
Yeah, obviously you're in his corner.
Obviously, Caleb is a good fighter. He moves around. He's not gonna stay there in the pocket. He has a lot of experience, and I know Caleb is a great guy. But my guy is my guy, and my guy trained hard, and I know they hate each other. But putting aside the personal issues, David is a better boxer. A lot of people misunderstand him. He thinks just because he walks like this that he's not. No, he can move fast. He can take a lot of punches away. He's a very smart IQ guy. You'll see that on Saturday.
I remember seeing him.
Even I'll tell you this, because even before I came into camp, I didn't know how good David is. I mean, he was sparring more than 250 rounds. He was power punching the whole everybody. He was, he was dropping people. He was throwing around 1,000 punches per round. I mean, per session. I mean, he was amazing. So,
with this proper training camp that he has, a big upgrade, prior to his career, you think we're gonna get a knockout? Can we expect a knockout now? With
I normally don't like to, give if it's knockout or not. But I think the knockout will come if everything goes right. Marcus used to tell me, they never look for a knockout. You do everything right, the knockout come by itself. David knows that, but he's definitely he's way too strong right now. So I think the knockout can come anytime. Whenever he's ready to go, I would say from the 6th to the 12th. Can possibly stoppage or broken ribs, you name it.
Last question. Provided he wins, it's a big fight looming around, big name. Canelo. With this preparation he's had, do you believe that he could give trouble to Canelo?
Yeah, because the second time or the third time it'll be better. So I'll get David more stronger and stronger. And if the fight comes in and actually happens, then David will be ready. David will be ready to give the Mexicans and give everybody a good fight, But Canelo seems like he's hesitating to get the fight. I don't know why. Everybody wants it. Everybody wants to see the fight. So hopefully Canelo coming into senses and stop fighting in Mexico and fight with real fighters. I mean, I like Canelo, he's a good guy, but I'm saying people is the one that pays for the fight. So people wants to see our guy, David Benavidez versus Canelo. So Canelo, take the fight. Sooner or later, you got to get the fight. That'd be perfect. You're mandatory. Let's go.
Angel, thank you so much for speaking on Fight Hub TV. Thank you for giving us, revealing a little bit more details about the training camp. Because like when I saw the first picture, I was like, wait. I was like,
you'll see him on tomorrow.
So he's gonna look very ripped. So yeah, congratulations.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Thank you for speaking with Fight Hub TV.
Thanks for the
your
support.
Time. Muchas gracias.